My daughter tried to sneak drugs into a music festival, and I caught everything by accident. So I am standing in my kitchen, half awake, scrolling through my phone, when suddenly a text pops up that is definitely not mine. This stupid Apple Cloud thing has been messing with my devices for months. Sometimes my younger son's texts show up on my laptop. Sometimes my messages land on my daughter's phone. It is a mess, and I usually just ignore it. Delete whatever I see and move on. But this time, the first line I see stops me cold. We should be able to sneak it in if we hide it well. My stomach drops. I freeze. I should have deleted it. I know, but I did not. Something in me whispered, look, just look. So I opened the thread, and my heart started beating so hard I could feel it in my neck. They were talking about a music festival she is supposed to go to this weekend. She bought the ticket herself. She worked for it. I was proud of her. I thought she was being responsible. But this text thread is a different world. A world I did not know she was even close to. Alcohol, weed, and something called Molly. I do not even know what Molly is. I had to Google it. And the moment I read what it was, I felt sick. My daughter, my 16-year-old, talking about sneaking that junk past security like she does this every weekend. And then I scroll a little more. Outfits. Except they are not outfits. They are underwear. Thin strips of fabric pretending to be clothes. I stare at the photos and I cannot breathe for a second. She is my kid, my baby. And she is planning to walk into a giant crowd of strangers looking like that and high off God knows what. I knew right then she was not going. So when she got home, I sat her down and said, listen, you are not going to that festival. She stared at me like I slapped her. What? Why? I should have lied. I should have made something up, but I am not that guy. So I told her straight. I saw your texts. They were on my phone. You and your friends are planning to sneak in drugs and alcohol. You are not doing that. You are not going. Her face turned red immediately. She stood up yelling, you went through my stuff? You read my messages? That is messed up. I said, I did not go through anything. It showed up on my phone because our Apple accounts are all tangled up. But once I saw it, I could not pretend I did not. I am your dad. She threw her hands in the air. You cannot stop me. I paid for that ticket. I shook my head. You live in my house. You are 16. You are not going. She stormed off, slamming her door so hard a picture frame in the hallway fell off the wall. Then she sent me this long text from her room about how I ruined her life, how all her friends are going, how this is the one fun thing she has planned in months. Then she demanded I pay her back for the ticket. I laughed, not because it was funny, because I could not believe she actually said that. $300. $300 for a ticket to a festival where she planned to fry her brain and stumble around half naked, and she wants me to reimburse her. I knocked on her door and said, I am not paying you back. I did not tell you to buy that ticket. You made a choice, and now I am making one. She screamed into her pillow so loud I heard it through the door. We did not talk for hours. The house was quiet but full of tension. Even my younger kids walked around slower, avoiding both of us. When I finally sat down after work, my mind kept replaying the texts, the pictures, the stupid plans, the way her friend typed, we can tuck the bottles in our bras, the way another girl bragged she could get Molly from someone older. They thought it was all a joke, like none of it could actually hurt them. And then I thought about the friends she is going with. Their parents have no idea. They probably think the girls are just going to dance and eat overpriced fries, the way I thought. So I reached out. I called 2 of the girls' parents. I told them exactly what I saw. I kept my voice calm, even though I wanted to shout, do you know what your kids are planning to shove into their bags? Do you know what they think is normal? One parent was understanding, worried, shocked. The other one snapped at me, told me I was invading my daughter's privacy, told me teenagers experiment, told me I was overreacting. Then she hung up on me, but I did not care. I told them I did my part. When my daughter found out I talked to them, she looked at me like I betrayed her. Her eyes were full of anger, full of hurt. She whispered, you embarrassed me. I stared right back and said, I would rather embarrass you than bury you. She froze, and that was the last thing I said before I walked out of the room and shut the door behind me.